How's it going, folks? Today we're looking at Popular Mechanics, January 1976. I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, and today we're going to have a look back and see what popular mechanics, technology, and society were like in the 1970s and see what has changed. Starting out with the cigarettes, we got the Marlboro Man in the winter. It's interesting. It seems like we don't put the Marlboro Man on cigarettes if they're light or menthol. 25-inch, geez, you can't even find a 25-inch these days unless you look super hard. That's teeny tiny, itty bitty. It seems like 35-inch, 36-inch is about the smallest television unit that you will find today. But still, there was a time when 25-inch was expensive and a really big deal. The adjustable staple gun. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this. But what's really interesting is, check it out, decorate with fabric. I don't think I've ever seen a woman use a staple gun for anything before. Not saying they wouldn't. I'm just saying I don't seem to ever see it happen. Advertisements for the national schools. The better training and equipment, the better you'll be equipped. How to start making it early in life? Have rich parents these days. You gotta have a lot of money in order to have a house paid for on your own these days. Weather demons destroy the sky. Yeah, the sky, like the sea, can be a cruel mistress. You gotta find her on the right day, right? Geez, nothing to joke about with stuff like this. Approach lights. Do we still have approach lights like those? I don't think we do. We do everything by radar these days, and we do it very well, I suppose. I believe that accidents in the sky are a lot less frequent than they used to be. Well, maybe not now that Boeing's the way it is. Major types of air turbulence. Air turbulence is real, my guys. Oh, wow, check that out. You wouldn't want to be that little guy, right? Huh. I guess just like in the sea, in the air, if you come too close to a plane, it can send you in a real roll, can't it? For big jobs in deep water, call for a small sub. You have to really have your stuff together in order to have a sub. There's a lot of abandoned derelict subs around on the coast just because people wanted to make it and then couldn't get all the way through, because it is just unbelievably, phenomenally difficult to make when you got to be really smart and really rich to get those things going. Wouldn't be popular mechanics if it didn't give you such good breakdowns of things that you can make. Seriously though, all kinds of frickin' over-the-top awesome things. The average individual would have a difficult time filling their life and their day with all of the things that you could make in here. Oh my goodness, striking it rich in your own backyard. Check this out. Fracturing. Blam. Let's make some money in our own backyard with oil, shall we? Snarled and broken cassette tapes can be fixed. Some technology we just don't even have to worry about anymore, and I'm so happy about that. Build this raft boat for under $450. Comes with a free puppy dog and a beautiful whammons. Who wouldn't want something like that? Those are styrofoam. Pontoons. Very nice, very nice. Your photo warehouse. Cognac. Konica. Sorry. Olympus. I've heard of those ones. Once again, I'm really happy that I don't have to use many of these because it was freaking difficult. For an amateur, he's a whiz. How do you get that good? He must have really crappy neighbors that he has to build really big brick walls to get away from. I will never get over how cool that sharpener unit looks. That is just off the hook. Okay, that'd be a really fun job to have. So in the 70s, this is a really popular thing, like RVing and having a nice van, having a really nice image on the side of your van, driving around was a big, big deal. Everyone loved to do it. You'd have to have really good air conditioning in the summer for that if you wanted to enjoy the van, though. Learn the accordion. Do-it-yourself tractor power. I wonder why they don't sell those things anymore. The mini, itty-bitty. Maybe if you were going to be using something like that, you'd probably get something bigger anyways. Oh snap, I seen one of these shells on Reddit. Someone was asking what kind of car it is. There's a really good subreddit about r/what is this, I think it is, auto, and people will show the craziest things or just what's left of a jalopy, and people will generally be able to give you an idea what it is. Or sometimes people will find car parts in their backyard and I'll ask what this is from, and they will get good answers. It's really something. You might want to check it out. Those switchblade combs were a big thing once upon a time. Cut fuel bills. It's interesting how much technology went into the fireplace. People will still put technology into their hot pipes. There's a hot air exhaust pipe that you can get for or that you need to have if you have a certain kind of oven, certain kind of utility. And people will often like to put cookie cutters and things around it in order to suck the heat out and keep it in the basement. But if you use too much of that, your gas, or the hot air external, it just won't move and it will stick in the basement. And it's ended people's lives, unfortunately. Why am I not saying that? The exhaust tube for a hot water heater, an electric, no, not electric, a gas fired. Oh my goodness, I love that. The gas jet engine. Gas turbine. It doesn't do much, doesn't go very far. But when I was little, I always used to want one. And I wanted to hook two of them up to a giant tricycle and fire down the street and see where it got me. Free catalog of unusual items. You get a 700,000 volt generator, X-ray vision goggles, tie that will pop up when you see a pretty woman, all that fun stuff. Hairy gorilla rubber mask. Stuff you enjoy for a short period of time and then gets thrown into a corner and gets gungy in no time, I'm sure. Oh, that's interesting. A steam engine. I've seen lots of steam engines that don't move on their own, but that is a steam train, and I love it. Yeah, the batteries have definitely changed over the years, right? You don't see any looking quite like that. Pretty cool. People ask me if I really enjoy smoking, and I sure do. Look at that smile on that guy's face. Very nicely hand-drawn cover, but you can definitely tell that it's not from the 80s because they like to get more photographs and more air-drawn pictures. Not much retrofuturism in this one. That's my favorite part of any of these. But lovely magazine. Like, subscribe if you like this stuff. Always appreciate it, guys. More importantly, take care of each other, will you? We might be all that we got.